spear. Your chain position is the left hand is palm side touching the hip. If your hand is touching the hip, that means that spike is not in your hip. You don't want to couch it into your hip and you get hit and you wind up spiked into your thigh muscle. Okay guys, another thing I want you to watch out for as you watch the forms is when you change hands. For instance, the changing the hands between 7 and 8 thrusts. Notice I'm not doing it like a flying grip change. I'm sliding both hands along the shaft as I do the grip change. That's so I stay in contact with it. If, let's say, I shoot up and then I go as a flying move to try to, and by flying I mean losing contact, a flying move in order to get the higher part of the shaft, but he knocks the shaft out of place, I might miss, right? But if I'm in physical contact with it, if it gets knocked out of place, it's more natural and easier for my hand to feel that and stay in contact and get a proper grip. So guys, as you see me work the tires with the spear, you're going to notice a difference between doing it in the air and hitting the tires. And when you're doing a move in the air, especially large movements, so we're cutting around and trying to keep a large group away from us by, swinging at the knees, right? If you make contact, it's actually going to be, instead of a fluid follow through, it's going to be a hit and a draw cut and a thrust, and then you might go on to the next guys. And what you were hitting with is the socket of the spear. That's going to be your first impact weapon. That saves wear and tear on the thinner blade. And also, if you hit something like a bone, you may break the bone and then do a draw cut from there. You get in contact with something and then get that draw cut more easily. And this is very much like what you'll see in the front kick and round kick in Pekiti-Tirsia, where, and in both those cases, front kick and back kick, we're kicking with the shin. Let's say this is shin, that's the foot. We're impacting the target with the shin. This way, if he moves back, you still have a chance to get him with the foot. But if you aim with the foot and he moves back a little bit, you completely miss. So same idea here. So when you see these cuts on the, or hit strikes and then draw cuts on the tires, my impact point is intended to be the socket of the spear. That's that pipe-like, let's say, handle or tube that's underneath the blade, and that goes over the wood at the end of the spear shaft. So when I hit with that, that's less likely to break than the blade itself. And then once I hit with that, there's my draw cut.